What's going on, everybody? We just did a little Indian run on the X3. I hope it turned out good. Brett, Dad, and I are out on a ride. We're gonna go to Keystone. I got my whole pack roll packed up, the entirety of what I'm going to be taking to Colorado, and doing a test run, really. Just making sure everything goes smoothly. Once again, out here in South Dakota, we have a full force wind. That is for sure. It's a full force wind. If I encounter full force wind out on the prairie, this is what it will feel like. The little test footage I did on that X3 was awesome, man. Awesome. Super excited to have this camera. This lean right here is probably going to look so good on this, with all of us behind it. That golden-tipped weed over there is called the Missouri goldenrod. I went to school for horticulture. When it says the goldenrod flowers, when it blooms, it's 6 weeks to frost. So I have been counting that every year since I've graduated, and I can tell you it's somewhat accurate. Basically, when that starts blooming, you know that you're just a few weeks away from it getting cold. You can see all these trees, man, really making a change. See if we can do it again. Can we do it again in this long valley? We're gonna have to turn the corner first. I got them crunched up. My dad likes to ride tight. Looks like. Oh, do we have a straightaway? Go for it, go for it, go for it. Yes. Yeah, he's flying. Brett's flying. Yeah, I'm flying. Yeah. I'm so excited about that. Hell yeah. How fun is that, man? We killed it. We just crushed it. I got it on both cameras. Golly, I can't wait to see that. having like little thoughts of anxiety, like, we're blowing hard in the wind, is my pack alright and everything. It looks okay. My pack between me and the sissy bar, I have one of those cargo net things on, and I also, it's wedged in between the sissy bar and myself pretty well. I use it as a backrest. It's actually incredibly comfortable. I love it. I almost wish I'm probably going to upgrade my seat so I can have a backrest all the time, because that's what's up. And super excited about that. Freaking on the back, on the very far back of the Cobra luggage rack, that thing says do not exceed 10 pounds. So with like that military sea bag, I have not much else in there. Like, the military sea bag, I have the sleeping roll, the Cabela's sleeping roll that I'm going to be sleeping on, and then I have a very light, Jetboil stove and some freeze-dried meals. That's all I have in that sea bag, even though it looks really big. Oh, and there's a towel, so it's really light. Luggage rack says not to exceed 10 pounds. Guarantee it can hold 20. I only have maybe like 11 and a half, 12 pounds or something. I'm a little over, but I'm trying to respect that, because obviously I want to be safe too. I don't want to damage anything. So I actually got all of my gear out and weighed it, and that's why you see the orange tint on the pack behind me, because I was over. I will be excited to drop this video with you. I am most likely gonna break it up. I guess we went to Cool Deadwood Nights. There's no reason to keep them together. I'll break them apart into 2 different videos. Cool Deadwood Nights earlier, it was fun. Lots of nice cars. My GoPro's just been randomly cutting off my segments lately. Got to be putting it in check. What a beautiful day. Like I said, man, my dad and I have spent more time together since he's bought that trike just days ago than we have in the last 2 years combined. And I put my money on that. It's been so fun to have something to connect with my dad with. Brett too. We all went to Devil's Tower the other day, rode hours together, and had a great time. We had a blast. You can see how many times I reach up to check that camera, because when I first put it on there for my test ride, I actually saw it twisting off, and I watched her two wheels lost one of these cameras on a ride. She's like, I don't know if it was the whole stick or if it came off the stick. I'd have to go back and watch the video, to be honest, but that's an expensive camera to lose. I cannot afford to do that. Awesome camera, man. Like I said, only used it one time so far, and I couldn't be more thrilled with it. I haven't even really played around with the footage that I got. I let the AI generate it, and then I also just went in and played a little bit, but it was incredible, man. It was super cool. Like incredible. Sorry GoPro, but I think my next product will come from Insta360. This is the hill right here. One of my most favorite hills in the Black Hills because of the way you can lean and power through it. Gotta always look back to make sure my boys are doing alright. Here we go. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. And we're up shift. Oh! Just dusted those boys. They can't keep up. Well, sure not Brett. Brett's got the Milwaukee 8, or I'm sorry, Brett's got the Sporty 12. We're both rocking Milwaukee 8s. He was trying to climb that hill to save his life just now. Where you at, Sports Center owners? It's gonna be a great clip. It's gonna be a great clip. I love this. I love content creating for this stuff. This is so much fun to me. Probably shouldn't have done my hand movement to that. That was the one thing we talked about before we left. I'm confusing them. I'm making confusing signals and signs. They know. Beautiful day to be riding up here in the Black Hills, man. Gorgeous day. We rode up to Cool Deadwood Nights earlier as a family, had breakfast at the lodge. Breakfast burrito at the lodge was pretty gangster, I will say. And then we went out and saw all the cars. Definitely check out that video. And my dad and I rode up there. He rode the trike, I rode the baby girl, as you can tell, Auntie. And it was cold when we started, but by the time we went home, shoot, I had shredded the leather and we went home bear skinned and raw dogged it on the way home. We weren't dressed for the slide, we were dressed for the ride. Sometimes you don't have to put a shoe. Sometimes you do. This is the same day I got my jacket. I didn't have this mesh jacket or else I would have worn it earlier. I'm not the type of guy who typically rides without protection. I like to feel protected, even though I think it's like a false sense of protection, right? Because you're going over fucking 65 on a motorcycle, let's face it, man. You're running a risk. Maybe that's why we like it. Maybe that's why some of us love it. Amen. What's this person doing? Fishing? They doing some fishing down there? Huh? I can't wait to get the actual motorcycle clamp mount that's proper, because I will definitely get different angles on the bike, which I'm very excited about. Hard to do 25 through this little town. This is the town of Keystone. I don't know if I'll have enough time to edit all the things I'm about to say, but this is one of the most... there's more mines in this little area of the Black Hills than a lot of the other areas. A lot of rock load up in this area. Lots of very, goes hand in hand with mineral loads. So lots of little mining areas. When the Black Hills was first originally found, they were doing lots of gold expeditions up by Custer, the city of Custer. Now, of course, the Custer expedition, led by George Custer, is what found gold here in South Dakota. Now, they coincidentally named that city Custer up there. As you see, that's cool. I got it all on video. Aha! I'll send it perfectly to this. That was a great example for Dan the fireman. I will send that clip to him. All right. I got sidetracked. The mines here in the Black Hills. George Custer, they were mining by Custer, the city, and then it kind of grew out here towards Keystone, obviously the Mount Rushmore area. In between here and Custer, there's a good ways of distance, but lots of the hardest rock granite peaks in that span of forest, and realistically, a lot of the mining operations when it first started in this area here. There's a great little walking tour in this town. It talks about it. One of the largest mines, we just passed it. It's called Holy Terror. Awesome that my 360 camera got it, even though I wasn't looking at it. And that mine was massive. He named it after his wife, the guy who did the mining claim. And his wife was mad because he was gone for however many days, getting drunk at the saloons, but he came back and said, don't worry, I named it after you, baby. And later she found out in the newspaper that he had named the wife, or the mine, the Holy Terror. She was not happy. So so then eventually one day a homestake mine in Lee Deadwood was pinned out, and the vast majority of all gold mining went that way towards Lee Deadwood, and it was just a slow decay from the mining industry in the Black Hills. It did last all the way up, heavily. I guess I shouldn't say it's done. There's still mines today in the Black Hills, so one of the more heavily areas that are mined, if I'm not mistaken. But beautiful area here in Keystone. It's definitely a little tour trappy now, but it doesn't make any less beautiful, that's for sure. I don't know where these guys want to go. I'll just kind of go up to the top of the town and pull over and see what they want to do. There's also a Dairy Queen up there, so it might be a great excuse to get a dip going. Haven't had lunch. Sounds like a dip cone time. I don't know. I should have tried to get that cart away. Oh, I don't want to wave them up, because then they won't know where I'm going. That's right. We usually have the communication devices going on. What's up, girl? Oh, car full of girls? What's going on? Yeah, we only talked about going to Keystone. We got some stuff going on. It's Brett's birthday tomorrow. Happy 40th birthday to Brett, man. And, way that bitch tips over, huh? Scares me. Ah! I'm assuming ice cream. Yeah.